Have you ever practiced something for years, playing the guitar, hitting a tennis ball, learning a language, but never really seemed to get any better? You put in the hours, but you hit a plateau and stay there. Meanwhile, you see other people who seem to possess a natural talent, achieving in a few years what you haven't managed in a decade. It can leave you feeling frustrated and wondering if some people are just born with it. What if that entire idea of natural talent is a myth? What if the secret to becoming great at something isn't just about working hard, but about working smart in a very specific way? Today, we are diving into the science of expertise with the groundbreaking book, Peak: Secrets from the New Science of Expertise by Dr. Anders Ericsson and Robert Poole. Dr. Ericsson spent over 30 years studying top performers in every field imaginable, from violinists to surgeons to athletes, to decode how they truly get so good. This book is the blueprint. It demolishes our old ideas about talent and gives us a scientific method for how anyone can get better at almost anything. Part 1. Debunking the myths. First, let's tear down the biggest myth of all, the myth of effortless natural ability. After studying top performers for 30 years, Dr. Ericsson's conclusion is stunning. He never found a single person who reached a high level of achievement without immense, focused hard work. What looks like effortless genius is actually the tip of an iceberg with a mountain of practice hidden beneath the surface. Our brains have an incredible capacity for adaptation, but only the right kind of practice can unlock it. This brings us to the second myth, the misconception of the 10,000-hour rule. This rule, popularized by Malcolm Gladwell's book Outliers, came directly from Ericsson's research on violin students. But Gladwell missed two critical points. First, 10,000 hours isn't a magic number. Top-tier violinists might need 20 to 25,000 hours by the time they are in their 30s, and the number varies wildly by field. Second, and most importantly, it's not just about putting in the hours, it's about the type of hours you put in. Just because you've been a doctor for 20 years doesn't mean you're a better doctor than you were 10 years ago. Experience alone is a poor predictor of performance. Part 2. The science of practice. From naive to deliberate. So, if not all practice is created equal, what are the different types? Most of us engage in what Ericsson calls naive practice. This is just doing the activity over and over. It's the weekend tennis player who plays every Sunday but has the same bad backhand for 20 years. This type of practice leads to plateaus. A step up from that is purposeful practice. This is when you decide you want to improve a specific aspect of your skill. It has 4 key components. A very specific goal, not just get better at tennis, but improve my backhand consistency by 10%. Intense focus, undivided attention on the task at hand. Pushing past your comfort zone, the old saying is true, no pain, no gain. You have to constantly attempt things that are just beyond your current abilities. And immediate feedback. You need to know right away if you're doing it right or wrong so you can adjust. But the gold standard, the method used by every top performer Ericsson studied, is deliberate practice. This is purposeful practice, but with one crucial addition. It is guided by an expert coach or teacher. A great coach can diagnose your errors, design specific exercises to fix them, and guide you on the proven path to expertise. Deliberate practice requires total concentration and is often done in short, intense bursts. Part 3. The inner workings of expertise. So what's actually happening in the brain of an expert during this process? They are building and refining what Ericsson calls mental representations. A mental representation is your internal model of how something works. We all have one for typing, for example. To get better, you must build a more sophisticated and effective mental representation. Think of Steve Fallon, a college student who could only remember 7 digits. By using a technique to build a new mental model for numbers, the memory palace, he trained himself to remember up to 82 digits. He didn't get a better brain, he built better mental software.
Experts in any field have incredibly detailed and accurate mental representations, which they are constantly updating through feedback and experience. This is why a teacher or coach is so vital. They already have the expert mental representation, and their job is to help you build your own, guiding you away from bad habits and showing you the correct patterns. Their ultimate goal is to teach you how to become your own coach. And don't forget recovery and rest. The physical adaptations that come from intense practice happen when the body is resting. Many top musicians, for example, take a nap in the afternoon to maximize the effectiveness of their practice sessions. Rest isn't laziness, it's a critical part of the growth cycle. Part 4. Hope for the rest of us. So is this only for young prodigies? Absolutely not. The book provides incredible stories of learning later in life. There's the Dan Project, where a man in his 30s took up golf with the goal of turning pro in 10,000 hours of deliberate practice. While injury and finances stopped him from reaching the PGA Tour, he became an incredibly skilled golfer in a remarkably short time. Then there's Adam Brontman, who started motorcycle racing in his 50s, hired a top coach, practiced deliberately, and became a highly competitive racer in just a few years. It's never too late to get dramatically better if you use the right method. Finally, the book debunks the idea that experts are just on autopilot or in a constant state of flow. In reality, they are consciously engaged, constantly monitoring their own performance, and always looking for small ways to improve. Their motto isn't try harder, but try differently or smarter. Peak is a revolutionary book that tells us that expertise is not a gift handed out to a lucky few at birth. It is a product of a specific, methodical, and often difficult process called deliberate practice. It's about setting specific goals, focusing intensely, constantly pushing beyond your comfort zone, getting immediate feedback, and ideally, working with a great coach. It's about building better mental software. The 10,000-hour rule isn't about the number, it's about the quality of those hours. The human potential for growth and adaptation is immense, and this book gives us the scientific blueprint to unlock it. If this deep dive into the science of expertise has inspired you to reach your own peak, you're in the right place. That's what we do here at The Book Whisperer. We break down powerful, life-changing books to give you the tools you need to solve real-world problems. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss our next breakdown.